Coming up on a noon show, an overnight fire has now turned into a possible homicide investigation. Katrina Weber has the latest from police.
And the mission one organization is on to help kids in our area fight their way to a better future.
And our forecast looks very spring-like. Some warm temperatures and some very gusty winds headed our way. The forecast in just a few minutes.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
There have been a lot of twists and turns in a case that now involves the death of a man.
It started early this morning with a call about some gunshots, but then there was a fire at an apartment on the city's northeast side. Katrina Weber tells us it ended with what may now be determined a murder.
Crime scene tape seals off an area where more than one crime may have been committed. A neighbor who heard gunshots called San Antonio police to an apartment in the 3800 block of Barrington shortly after 4 this morning. But officers then called firefighters after noticing smoke in that home. Once fire crews made their way inside, they noticed much more: the body of a man.
Once they started removing the victim, they realized the multiple gunshot wounds, so they left the victim in place for the investigation.
With the fire out, police found themselves back in charge of the scene. They say it looks like the man had been shot at least 4 times in his chest. Then someone purposely started the fire.
There appear to be multiple points of origin, so arson is taking a look into exactly what happened.
Police say at this point they really don't have any answers. They're hoping they find something inside that apartment or outside that will provide clues. Police went door to door looking for something, video, or even someone to help them understand what happened. But right now they say they are nowhere close to closing this case. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
And happening right now, the murder trial for Leopoldo Mora continues. He is accused of killing Kenneth Salazar back in 2021 at a local motel. If found guilty, Mora is facing 5 to 99 years or life in prison. Court reporter Erica Hernandez is at that trial right now and says the lead detective for the case is on the stand as we speak. Erica will have more on this testimony at 5 o'clock.
San Antonio police need some help in finding 6 men involved in 2 different murders on the city's northeast side.
Sarah Costa shows us newly released pictures of the men they are looking for and tells us how you can help detectives.
Both of these murders happening within a mile of each other, but are unrelated and happened at different times. Let's start with the killing of a man in his apartment. Police are looking for these suspects on your screen, who police say are responsible for shooting and killing Maurice Deshay Jones. This happened in June of 2022 at 1 a.m. San Antonio police were called to the Glendora apartments in the 6800 block of Glendora. When they arrived, they found Jones dead with multiple gunshots. These photos were captured by the surveillance cameras at the apartment complex. If you know who these men are or where they can be found, you are encouraged to call police. Now let's head to a mile south of that location to the 4400 block of Parkwood, where police are looking for these men on your screen. Video surveillance at the business where the shooting happened captured these photos of the 5 male suspects and the SUV that they got away in. Police say these men shot and killed Simon Estrada on October 25th, Tuesday at 1:30 in the morning. Here is scene video from the day the murder happened. Police say those 3 men entered the business on Parkwood and 2 other suspects remained outside of the building for a robbery. 44-year-old Simon Estrada was shot during that robbery. He died several days later from those injuries. The suspects got away in a white SUV. If you know any information about the men involved in either of these murder investigations, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. That number 210-224-STOP. If your information leads to an arrest, you may be able to earn up to $5,000 cash, and you may remain anonymous. I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
We are learning the name of a man killed outside of a bar on the southwest side of town. This was the scene late Sunday night at Morales Ice House on Frio City Road. That's near Highway 90 and South Calavera Street. The Bexar County Medical Examiner says 51-year-old Felipe Pena was shot in the parking lot outside of that bar. He was somehow able to make it back inside before he died. We're told officers arrested a suspect in another part of the city.
We're also learning a man has now died from his injuries following a hit and run on the west side. It happened around 9 o'clock last night at Castroville Road and South General McMullen Drive. Police say the man was hit by the driver of a white car. That white car drove off. Then another driver in a dark-colored vehicle was unable to avoid running over the victim. But police say that driver pulled over and called for help. EMS tried to save the person, but he died at the scene.
San Antonio police tell us 2 people are in the hospital, including a teenager in critical condition after a shooting on the city's east side. It happened around 9 last night near South Foster Road and LaRote. Police said 3 people were inside a parked car at the end of the street when someone drove up and started shooting. 2 passengers, an 18-year-old and 29-year-old, were shot. Police say the 18-year-old was hit once and taken to the hospital in critical condition. The 29-year-old man was also taken to the hospital with 2 gunshot wounds. SAPD says the driver of the parked car stepped out and started shooting back. He has been detained for questioning.
Today, President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness plan facing its biggest legal battle yet.
The Supreme Court is now considering 2 challenges that the policy that calls for clearing loan debt for tens of millions of Americans. ABC's Justin Finch with more from Washington.
Outside the Supreme Court, student debt activists and borrowers gathering in support of the president's plan to wipe away federal student loan debts for millions of Americans.
It wouldn't just affect just me. It would affect other people that look like me as well, and people that are disproportionately affected by not having their students' loans forgiven.
Members of Congress showing up to rally crowds.
The president has the authority to cancel student debt. Period.
Dozens camped out overnight, eager for a seat inside the court to hear today's oral arguments in person.
Looking at this program and looking at this question, is this the sort of thing that Congress is likely to address expressly?
Attorneys representing 2 individual borrowers and 6 Republican-led states are expected to argue Biden's plan, which would cancel close to $500 billion in student debt for more than 40 million Americans, oversteps his executive authority.
We're going to fight to defend the rule of law and defend the Constitution.
I'm confident the legal authority to carry that plan is there.
The latest Quinnipiac poll showing a majority of Americans back Biden's federal student loan forgiveness plan. It would cancel up to $10,000 in federal student loans for individuals earning less than $125,000 per year and cancel up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. And though President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness program has long been a divisive issue, it is popular, with some 26 million Americans having already applied for relief. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Still coming up, the motivation behind the founder of one local boxing team owner and why he decided to start the team in the first place.
Plus, we're taking a look at all the extreme weather that's being seen in all parts of the country right now.
And also after the break, we are meeting the woman who has been tracking the weather for NOAA for 60 years. Justin in our weather department show you all the time. We have weather watchers from all over the area, and these watchers send in temperatures from around the area on a daily basis. But this doesn't just happen here.
That's right. This is Arlene Coles, and she basically does the same job as our weather watchers, but she does it in Maine. She works for NOAA. She's one of 7,500 volunteers across the country, and she's been tracking the weather since 1965. Wow. And she is now 92 years old. I think it's kept her healthy. She says she's seen a lot of weather.
There are times when it's dark at night at 5 o'clock and the snow has piled up 8 inches deep, and I look at myself and I say, why are you in this? But you go put your boots on, put your jacket on, your mittens, and you find it's not bad at all.
By the way, in Maine, it is dark at 5 o'clock at night. In fact, it's around 4:45. I remember it well. All right, this lady takes the readings at 5 o'clock every day, so it is in the dark. Pretty simple job. She uses a ruler to measure how deep the snow can get. She can actually see it from her kitchen. Her phone is wired to a thermometer to check the temperature, and she gets her readings, and then she sends them off once a month to NOAA.
Very simple.
A little bit more difficult a job in Maine.
Probably with all that snow. But I tell you what, I know Justin and the weather department rely on those weather watchers to give them, like, right there on the spot reports of what's going on.
It does make a difference. You know, there's gaps in the data. We need those gaps filled, and that's where that really does help. So good work. Hopefully she'll be doing it for many more years. The aquifer down another half a foot today to 636.3, still dropping. We still desperately need some rain. In your pollen count, this looks pretty similar to the last couple of days, but we're noticing that oak is starting to come up a little bit. Meteorologist Sarah Spivey just put out an article on KSAT12 about oak season getting started. If you want to check it out. We've got more on your forecast straight ahead.
There's a local boxing ring in town. It's filled with kids, and they're hoping to take a shot at a strong future. They're at the Ansura's boxing team.
It is a West Side boxing gym helping to get kids off the streets by putting them in boxing gloves and teaching them to focus. Max Massey gives us an inside look at the facility, the athletes, and the mission.
I've had 18 amateur fights. I've only lost 5 of those. I'm a pro now, so I have 5 fights professionally.
Meet Devaney, a now professional boxer training here at the Ansura's boxing team facilities. Devaney tells me she sees the impact that boxing has on her and has on her fellow athletes.
You know, with boxing, you know, it's all about discipline, all about staying focused, you know, in school and whatever you do, so that's how it's helped me.
Right now, Alex, the owner of these facilities, he teaches up to 35 students across the community, and these students are thriving.
I actually have a #1 ranked in the United States. I got #3 and #6 and #7. So, you know, they're getting out there. I just wish that I could actually do more for them.
And Alex tells me what these students learn in the ring, it means so much more for life outside of it.
Honestly, to help out kids, get these kids out of the streets for sure. I know when I was young, there was just so much out there. I think it's still worse nowadays with everything going on. So overall, just to help out the community as much as I can.
But it's not easy. Alex says practices don't even start until he's done with his daytime job.
Now with the full class, literally we're leaving almost at 10 o'clock almost every day.
And the program is heavily reliant on sponsorships and donations.
I know we're limited to sources, so you know, any sponsorship would greatly be appreciated to get these kids out there.
As for Devaney, she has big plans right around the corner.
My fight March 11th, and I want to become a world champion at some point, so that's the goal right now.
Max Massey, KSAT12 News.
Many parts of the U.S. seeing severe storms, flooding, ice, and in California, mudslides. Heavy snow and rains led to this mudslide in L.A. County. Houses and trees completely knocked down by the earth. Many people there saying they felt like the earth was shaking, and it was so loud it started waking them up.
Take a look at this. A driver in Boston escaping serious injury when a sheet of ice crashed through her windshield. The ice shattered the glass. It ended up cutting the woman, not too seriously though. This kind of thing is happening in various parts of the Northeast as they see a lot of snow and bitterly cold temperatures.
And in Wisconsin, a lot of flooding as the storm system pushes through that state. Streets forced to be closed and some cars even ended up underwater, happening as a foot of rain fell over a 6-hour period and the grounds are frozen, so the water has nowhere to go.
Here, meantime, awfully pretty.
We don't want that much rain, but we could use at least a little
tiny bit.
Use some rain. We don't want the frozen stuff, then rain on top of that.
No sheets of ice. No, thank you.
Let's get rid of that. But some rain would be fantastic. There is a small window for it as we get into Thursday. We're going to have to watch for a couple strong storms here too. But really, rain's not going to be the big story because I don't think we're going to get a lot out of it. It's going to be some gusty winds. Let's go outside for you and show you that any of that morning fog and cloud cover has left us. We are now seeing blue skies and temperatures as a result are beginning to warm up. 71 at the airport, 71 at Stinson, 71 at Kelly, and light winds for the most part. 71 across the board. As we look at the satellite picture, Yeah, there were some clouds earlier. Those quickly went away. We're still noticing a few clouds down to the south and west of town and a few clouds a little bit closer to the coast. Temperature-wise, 78 in Pleasanton, 77 in Kennedy. Clouds held on a little bit longer in Hondo, 69, but that number comes up soon. 77 in Rock Springs. We're closing in on 80 out in Del Rio. Now, this is interesting. Very rarely is Kerrville the hottest place on the map, but here we are. 82 in Kerrville. They are the big winners at noontime. They've had full sun, so that is helping out. Bend Air is also at 82. 75 Bernie Stage, 77 in Boulevardy, 71 in Seguin. Dew points trying to come up. We've noticed the dew points jump up into the 50s, close to 60, so you start to feel it a little bit more. That puts us into the muggy category. More moisture today, a lot more tomorrow. It gets really sticky on your Wednesday. Here's our KSAT 12-hour forecast as you plan out your day. Mostly sunny skies as you pick up the kids from school. It'll be in the mid-80s. It'll be a warm afternoon. And then this evening into the 70s. It doesn't really cool down all that much because remember, we have a lot more humidity and that keeps temperatures from falling. We'll get clouds building in by midnight, and we should start off tomorrow with a little bit more fog and cloud cover. I want to show you the temperatures this week. We know it's going to be above average. Today we're looking at 85, 90 Wednesday and Thursday. We do drop down to 72 on Friday, but our average is actually 70, 71. So we're still above average, despite the fact the front comes through, and we're above average as we head into the weekend. So there's really no big cool down in sight. And as we look at the numbers today, 85 here in San Antonio. It'll be a little bit warmer down to the south. Then as we get into tomorrow morning, 66 to start, not bad, but very muggy, cloudy, maybe some fog out there too. Look at the high temperatures tomorrow. We're going 90 here in San Antonio. It's been a while since we've had temperatures that warm, but that's where we're headed. And I think we could see some mid-90s down around Carrizo Springs. We'll get one more warm day after that on Thursday before that front comes through and cools us down. Here's the next system producing rain and snow across the Pacific Northwest. This dives towards Texas, brings in some clouds early on Wednesday. We'll get maybe a few showers early Thursday morning. And then as it moves in, there could be some storms late Thursday. This is 4 o'clock. The window is small, as I said, about 4 to 6. If we can get some storms going, there could be a couple strong ones, but only a 10% chance. The bigger story, gusty winds behind us. This is Thursday night. Wind gusts close to 50. This is kind of late Thursday, overnight into early Friday morning. But these winds are going to be very, very strong. I mentioned the severe weather threat. There's a very small threat where we are. As you go east, it builds. Shreveport, Dallas, Jackson. That's where we could see numerous severe thunderstorms as we get into Thursday. Keep in mind, this is Thursday. And also there is a fire danger on Thursday, especially west of San Antonio. We talked about the very gusty winds. It'll be very dry out in Del Rio. Extreme fire risk Thursday. So Thursday is kind of the day we're highlighting here on the 7-day forecast. 90 next couple days, 72 Friday behind the front, 78 Saturday, 76 on Sunday. It'll be beautiful this weekend. That's the payoff. But Thursday night into Friday, or Thursday afternoon into Friday is what we'll be watching, guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Still coming up, the Spurs tried to avoid a record they'd really rather not set. We'll explain next. The Spurs just about ready to mount up for their last ride of the rodeo road trip tonight. So far, they have been bucked off 8 times. They have never gone over on the rodeo road trip either. They played Utah against the Jazz tonight again. Utah beat the Spurs Saturday, 118-102, handing the San Antonio Spurs their 16th straight loss. The Spurs led the Jazz by 10.5 and then were outscored 30-14 in the third. Those 14 points are a low for the Spurs in a quarter this season. Keldon Johnson had 18, and he put it all on himself.
Starting with me, I'm accountable 100% for the third quarter, and I feel like, I got to continue to be a leader, continue to set a great example, and, I definitely take the blame for that. I got to move the ball, play better, so I feel like, that third quarter, I just got to come out and set the tone a little bit better.
All right, so here's the schedule tonight. It's the Jazz, and then they finally get to come home after being away pretty much the entire month of February. It's Indiana on Thursday, and then Houston on Saturday, and then back on the road, only to Houston, though, on Sunday. So they play the Rockets back-to-back. The Rockets, the worst team in the NBA, record-wise.
We'll win that one.
You hope to get one.
Please.
It'd be nice.
All right. Do you have TikTok on your phone? Well, how many days government officials have to get the TikTok off of their government devices?
Plus, the important things you need to remember about bus safety as one kid is almost hit while getting off one.
In national news, TikTok coming to an end, at least for all U.S. government-issued devices. The White House saying that federal agencies have 30 days to remove that app from their devices.
It comes after a bill passed last year requiring federal agencies to ditch the social media app, and it marks the government's latest efforts to clamp down on it amid renewed security concerns about the U.S. user data and fears that that data could find its way to the Chinese government. Canada said it will ban the app on government devices beginning as soon as today, and they are not the only ones. The European Commission last week issued its own prohibition on the app on official devices, citing cybersecurity concerns.
Right now, the FBI sounding the alarm on a growing trend. It's online romance scams that involve cryptocurrency. The FBI says more than 19,000 victims reported losing more than $739 million to romance scammers last year. The government says the trend is growing, and it anticipates a higher number of reported financial losses from crypto scams this year.
You see these false promises of easy money being combined with people's limited knowledge or limited experience with cryptocurrency, and it sets it up for really the perfect storm for a scam.
The most common crypto scams are imposter websites, so do the research on your website or the app before you invest. Also, experts say if the deal or the opportunity seems too good to be true, it probably is. And be on the lookout for high-pressure sales tactics or time-sensitive opportunities. Those are the ones designed to convince you to make irrational decisions.
We're about to show you some pretty incredible body cam footage out of New Jersey. A house explodes right in front of police. Happened last month. Volunteer firefighters were inside the home. Police were outside of it. They were initially called for smoke coming out of the house when all of a sudden, boom, you see the house just explodes. Miraculously, the firefighters inside survived, only had minor injuries, believe it or not. Seconds before, you can see one firefighter actually walking into the home from the porch.
Two of them were blown out because they were right by the door, so they got blown out the door into the driveway.
Fire officials say it was the gear that ultimately helped in keeping all the firefighters safe when the explosion happened. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
Some quick thinking from an Ohio school bus driver may have saved a boy's life.
The bus driver pulling him to safety just before he steps off the bus into the path of a car driving right by the stopped bus, and it's all caught on camera. ABC's Will Rees has the video.
A quick-thinking Ohio bus driver hailed as a hero.
Oh my goodness, if I would have been a second late or something or not seen it, he would have got hit.
Watch this security footage of the moment April Wise lets a student off her bus outside Dayton. Just then, a car careening toward the child. Wise leaping into action, yanking the student to safety by his book bag.
He's one of my quickest students and try to hurry up and get off the bus. It was just mother instincts kicked in. It was like, I gotta make sure the child is okay.
The school district sharing the video on social media to spread awareness.
I talk to my colleagues throughout the county, and we see this on a frequent basis. Cars are just not stopping for the red lights. This is not the first time that we've had a driver save a student and have video of it.
On Monday, officials across the state honoring Wise for her actions.
We are very thankful for your quick action.
The family of that student calling her their hero.
The mom of the student came up to me right away and said several times, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much." She said her son came into the house, and the first thing he did when he walked in said, "That bus driver just saved my life."
I didn't expect all of this and stuff because I just see myself as just doing my job.
What a great job she did, too. That was ABC's Will Reeve reporting. Now, if you are driving if you are a driver sharing the road with school buses, please remember that these tips come from TxDOT. You want to follow safe distance. You want to always remain alert for children around the buses, and you want to always stop for flashing red lights or a stop sign on a school bus, regardless of which direction you're heading.
And students, all right, TxDOT has some tips for you to stay safe. Stand far away from the curb while waiting for the bus. Wait for the driver's signal that it is safe to get on board. And after leaving the bus, always cross in front of the bus and wait for the driver's signal that it's okay to cross. Always look at both ways before crossing the street. Your mom taught you that, right?
Right. San Antonio's largest school district is one step closer to having its new superintendent. The Board of Trustees for the Northside ISD has named Dr. John Kraft as the lone finalist for the position. Kraft, who is the current superintendent of Killeen ISD, will replace Dr. Brian Woods, who announced his retirement at the end of the school year. Kraft has a long resume and has spent time as a teacher, principal, superintendent. He's been a football and baseball coach with other school districts. He says he's ready to begin his new role at NISD.
Some big upgrades coming to the airport here. City leaders announcing that the FAA has approved a multi-million-dollar grant for the facility. The grant is worth $20 million. It's going to go to airport's terminal development program, which will pay to expand the facility. So there's room, or more room, at the gates. This comes after Mayor Ron Nirenberg and other city leaders traveled to D.C. asking for this airport funding. The new facility will be placed south of Terminal A. Construction expected to begin next year with a completion date of March 2025.
Today would be a nice day to fly, take off. Oh, well, it was.
No, it was
Never
nicer
mind.
earlier. The clouds have moved in, and that's affecting a lot of things.
What happened?
Well, I think that shot's a little deceiving. We're shooting through a lot of atmosphere there. It's not as bad as that looks. We do have some clouds out there, but for the most part, it's going to be a lot of blue skies today. We're going to see some warm temperatures, yes, by this afternoon. And temperatures are climbing as we speak now that we've lost those morning clouds. Let me show you what's going on across the country, because there is some cold stuff as you get up to the north. 24 at International Falls. Yeah, we expect it to be cold there. 21 Bismarck, 31 Casper. It's cold, but not bitter cold. The warm stuff you'll find right along the Gulf Coast. We've got 80s for New Orleans, 84 in Orlando, Miami. As it usually is, the hot spot right now at 85. We're sitting at 71 here in San Antonio. And all the active weather is to our north. There's still some snow up there, but Texas is sitting pretty right now. We mentioned the morning cloudiness. It's pretty much gone. Still a patch of clouds down there along I-35. Our KSAT 12-hour forecast takes us up to 85 this afternoon. We dip down into the 70s this evening. We'll look for some clouds and fog to develop by tomorrow morning. More on that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Still ahead, what is causing Dish Network to crumble over the last couple of days?
And we are investigating a tragedy that took the lives of 5 people back in 2018, where you can hear the latest updates on that coming up.
And after the break, how much rent has declined across the U.S. in the past 6 months?